Well, happy Easter! So, on Easter, we recall with much joy that our true inheritance from our brother and teacher, Jesus the Christ, is the example he gave us to follow of the ascension into a light body. This is Jesus' true message for Easter. We have to ask, is it possible for the human body to evolve into pure energy, into a body of light? And this has been talked about down through the ages in all the sacred texts. Like the genie inside of Aladdin's lamp, we have this magic presence that vibrates inside of us, and it acts as our very own personal transformer, assisting our transcendence into the next stage of human evolution. It can be called our soul essence or our core frequency. And so I asked, what's the next stage of human spiritual evolution? I'm always asking questions like that. So the nature of man is to evolve, ascend forward or upward, and what happens in this transformation? What are we developing into as a species? I became interested in light, in divine light, knowing that many traditions hold light as the essence of our being. Jesus said in the Gospel of Thomas, "If they say to you, 'Where did you come from?' say to them, 'We came from the light, the place where the light came into being on its own accord and established itself and became manifest. So I got to tell you, it absolutely causes me to grin from ear to ear when someone says, oh, you know, Lightbody is like New Age. And no, there's no concept as ancient as the idea that we came from the light and are returning to the light in wonderful vehicles of ascendant consciousness. This process of returning to light as a light body is the natural end game of the human experience as we know it, and the beginning of a new octave of divine reality. Becoming light body is becoming our galactic selves. This evolution into light body is inevitable. There's no way to avoid it, and all humans, as we merge with our inherent divine nature, it will happen naturally to everyone. Yet much of the world's population is unaware of this ancient idea of a light body, and even it's in their own religious esoteric texts or in the mystery schools that have existed since the beginning of time. Becoming an eternal light body is the final phase, the purpose of human evolution. Christian doctrine holds that Enoch ascended, great-grandfather of Noah. It says, by faith Enoch was taken from this life, so that he did not experience death. He could not be found, because God had taken him away. That's from Hebrews 11:5. Jesus bodily ascended to heaven 40 days after his resurrection. In the Jewish tradition, Enoch, Elijah, Abraham, Moses, Isaiah, and Ezra all ascended. In Christian tradition, Jesus and Mary ascended. Ascension has been going on, I feel, for thousands of years and probably forever. Jesus talks as if he already knows about ascension in a very interesting book. It's channeled, it's called The Essenes, Children of the Light, and in it Jesus is sharing information with his playmates as a youth in the Essene community, and he says, in the first level of spiritual ascension, you continue in the physical body for a while. But when your task on earth is completed, you go forward into physical ascension. The physical body dissolves into light, and from then on, as an ascended being, you live within your body of light. Spirit and matter merge and become one, and the body is raised into a higher realm. Each tradition that I explored has a different name for this body of light, even though the end result is the same. In the Indian Vedas, it's called superconductive body. In Taoism, diamond or jade body. Vajrayana, diamond body. Tantra, adamantine body. Sufism, sacred body or super celestial body. Neo-Platonism, radiant body. Hermeticism, immortal body. Kriya Yoga, body of bliss. Mithraism, perfect body. Emerald tablets, golden body. Catholicism, holy flesh. Christianity, resurrection body or glorified body. Tibetan Buddhism, the Great Transfer or rainbow body. Brahma Kumaris, Devi and Devta. Christianity, spiritual body, and Egyptian, luminous being. So, just a note before we go any farther about this light. This light I refer to is not physical light. There are many levels of light, some seen and many unseen, and this is a numinous energy. It's a subtle level. It's everywhere. It has intelligence and all the positive energies like love, peace, wisdom, and healing. Other words that, maybe you guys are using or are more familiar with are words like prana, chi, the energy of creation, adamantine particles, God particles, pure consciousness, pre-creation light sent from light realms, the building blocks or manna from heaven, ether, the fifth element, love, life, consciousness, energy, intelligence, power, the active principle and energy forming all living things, key, vital energy, primal energy, infinite spirit, the light of God, numinous light, and one of my favorites, the force. So this light is the source of all creation and the substance of all creation. I'll say that again. This light is the source of all creation. This light is the substance of all creation. So we have the potential, and we have the manifestation, the Shiva, the Shakti, the male and female energies, divine energies. We're composed of these particles of light, however we want to label them, and it's our origin. So we can become aware of light, experience it more by meditating and communing with light, channeling light, and staying in our hearts. Experience of light transforms our consciousness into light consciousness. And if we continue to experience light for a long time, we become light. This is like real enlightenment, is becoming the light, the life force. Light is pure consciousness, and by aligning our consciousness with it, we rise in mastery and harmonic vibration, awareness. Ultimately, it's about lifting up our consciousness into light so that we achieve full consciousness. Light's role as a change agent is within the physical body as well as levels of the mind. So there's two aspects of this human to divine evolution. And in metaphysical studies, we're always seeking to rise to the next plateau of awareness and level of existence. And so we're always asking, what's the innermost nature of the mind, and how is consciousness evolving? And I feel when our minds reach a certain level and we know what could be called a home state, like nirvana or samadhi, or Jill Bolte Taylor lost part of her brain function. You maybe have read her book, Stroke of Insight, and she was in a la-la land, just in that spatial consciousness. It could be called Christ consciousness or cosmic consciousness. But once we are able to reach that plane, we enter a God consciousness, and we enter that door as a body of light. So as a process, spiritual realization has these progressive phases of, emotional and mental transformation, but my purpose today and in my studies on Lightbody are to bring you the awareness of the very real and tangible physical changes that occur as the last stage of a person transforming and ascending in consciousness through these mystical doors and these transcendent experiences. It's been asked a lot less frequently, what is the next stage of evolution for the human body? And in that last stage of enlightenment, according to these texts, these esoteric teachings, the human body itself changes from flesh into light through the process of transubstantiation of the flesh, blood, skin, bone. We become beings of light. And this light body is considered to be immortal and indestructible, and the seeds of this immortal form are said to be within each of us. The idea is, to evolve as a species, we must get back to our core, our essence, the energy, the light body we already are. Become aware of what we already are. Picture this as an imprisoned splendor, or the genie in the lamp. It's only you merging with you. Another interesting sideline of light body study is the scientific proof for light body. And a new field in biology is called bio-photonics. This is in 40 different labs around the planet now, and they're studying the energy light system within our body. It's our electromagnetic body, and they're finding that we have this fifth circulatory system of light and communication, and we receive, utilize, and radiate light. And there's a basic level of light body that's being proven. Our electromagnetic body is considered to be a vehicle of consciousness projection, and only recently have biologists focused on this. They found a hyper-fast communication system in the body, and it's shown transmission of information at speeds several orders of magnitude greater than nerve impulses. So we have within the human body chi circulating at faster than the speed of nerve impulses. Now, that's a scientific description for light body. Many of you are probably familiar with rainbow bodies. This is the most popular form of light body that people have been made aware of, and it's monks leaving their physical bodies in Tibet and China, and mainly within the Nyingma school of Tibetan Buddhism, where the Dzogchen masters have a sect. And rainbow bodies are seen. Sometimes they leave pieces of their hair or nails, but there were 160,000 documented cases of human beings disappearing into light in Tibet and China, the Kathak monastery, and the Tibetan Dzogchen monastery. This was in the 12th and 16th centuries, and something was really happening with the final stages of enlightenment. The trick has been said to commune with and hang out with light, this innermost primordial state of mind that we have, its pure presence. And as this mind gains its freedom and becomes lucid and limitless, then the elements of our bodies just kind of go, let go of their hold, and we become free. There was a very interesting article. Father Francis Tisso, who is a priest in Italy, has been traveling around the world and studying rainbow body and comparing that to the Christian resurrection body of Jesus. And he finds similarities. And listen to this quote. This is just beautiful. He said, "The rainbow body shows the possibilities inherent in the human body, which seems to be a distillation apparatus into which all the energies of the universe flow in the direction of enlightenment." I'm going to read that again. The possibilities inherent in the human body, which seems to be a distillation apparatus into which all the energies of the universe flow in the direction of enlightenment. So I want to talk to you for a minute now about ascended masters. The highest form of light body, even higher than rainbow bodies, and this is according to the Dzogchen. It's called the Great Transfer, and it's a form that manifests maybe only on rare occasion, where masters disappear or ascend without any trace and take their bodies with them. So this is similar to the ascension idea. How many of you saw the movie The Celestine Prophecy? I know, it wasn't too good, was it? I'm sorry, but in that movie there were guides that were, like the support team of the heroes, and they kept disappearing into a door of, kind of shimmering light and going to some other dimension, and then they'd reappear. And so the audience is seeing this like behind the backs of the characters in the drama, the actors, and then finally the actors start seeing it too. This is the idea of ascended masters. And throughout history, beings have been spotted materializing and dematerializing. You've got Babaji, the avatar that's always showing up in India, and Saint Teresa is always showing up, Saint Germain, Mary is always showing up, Jesus is always showing up. So long before, Star Trek had this idea of beam me up, Scotty, there were beings of light that, came to assist, and, even in blue jeans and jeeps, like in the movie. Actually, all religions believe in ascension and have ascended masters. They call on them. Buddhists pray to Buddha, and Muslims pray to Muhammad, Christians pray to Jesus or Mary. And so the notion is that when we're ready to live a selfless life for others, then we ascend and become the next level of ascended masters, ready to guide others. And those precious beings that are still, etherically here, guiding us, maybe they go on to more of cosmic roles, Melchizedek type roles. I mean, who knows? So, how do we do this? How do we achieve this next stage? Well, one process, and I'm going to talk about frequency in a moment, but one process is to invoke and commune with light. However, until we peel away all the masks of personality and roles and the hats we wear, and really find that pure self within us, learn to be a bodhicitta, a lover of all beings, then we can't connect to our souls or the light within for long periods until we kind of do some of that basic clearing and kind of reforming ourselves a bit. Communing with light is an intentional practice where we focus on light and we're living in light and we become light. And communing with light in meditation is becoming aware of the presence of God and carrying that awareness into daily life. Communion is actually very effortless. If we relax and get out of our own way, our essence wants to return to the light, our true selves. In India, an author called Vishwa Amara says, as we start living in light, which is the presence of God, it begins to radiate and work through us. As the physical body holds and radiates more light, it fires up inner transmutation. Remember what I said about the genie and inside of the lamp? And we become light bodies at the physical level. Higher faculties are activated, dimensions opened, and when many individuals radiate light and its qualities, the light age manifests on earth. So here are some examples of communing with light. Ernest Holmes said, "O light within, lighting my path to peace, I adore and love you, and I let you shine. Go forth and bless all who come to you, light within. My light radiates to all and through all. My light has come." Another favorite prayer of light I enjoy is from the Prophet Muhammad. And he says, "O God, place light in my heart, light in my tongue, light in my hearing, light in my sight, light behind me, light in front of me, light on my right and light on my left, light above me and light below me. Place light in my sinew and in my flesh, in my blood, in my hair, and in my skin. Place light in my soul and make light abundant for me. Make me light and grant me light." I like to say this often. It's just kind of a way to create a clear space around me. Beloved, I am love divine. Pour your light around me. Shine. Pillar of light, shining bright. Protection so serene. Safe in the light of the great I am. Safe in the light of the great I am. Safe in the light of the great I am. Close your eyes for just a moment. Kind of coming to the end here. I want to talk about frequency, but first, in honor of Jesus on this day of celebrating ascension into light, let's just relax and take a few deep breaths, sink into our chairs. We call upon the Sacred Heart of ascended Jesus, the light from the Sacred Heart. Feel a golden light on the top of your head, like a crown. Feel it slowly entering your head. And like zillions of tiny bubbles, it dissolves and merges into your cells. Feel this golden light entering your body, filling up inside of you. Feel the light in your fingers, inside your hands, your arms, your torso, your legs, your feet. Now, focus on your heart. Rest your chin upon your chest and breathe. As you exhale breath into your heart, smile to your heart. Just the act of smiling opens your crown to more light from God. Within your heart is a throne, the throne of God. There is now a crown on the top of your heart. Feel the sacred heart of Christ's light filling your entire body. Bask in this divine light, the light of the Christ in you. Keep your eyes closed. Stay relaxed. And now feel the energy and light within your body and supersize it. Power it up like an overdrive switch is turned on. Feel the energy and the light within your body supersized, powered up. All of your cells alive. And say in your mind, silently, I am a child of the light. I love the light. I serve the light. I live in the light. I am protected, illumined, supplied, and sustained by the light. I love the light. So after a few seconds, let's please stretch and wiggle and bring our awareness back to this room. The final notion I wish to speak to you about is frequency. You're starting to see life as energy and awareness, and the concept of frequency offers a clear understanding of changes that are occurring in our electromagnetic bodies. We can actually change our frequency to rapid and less dense states by adjusting conditions in our body and in our emotions and thoughts. We can monitor our personal vibration. Your personal vibration is generated from inside of you, and it's there by your choices, how you react to life. Your body and emotions and thoughts influence your frequency. So our energy is a state, a blend of the contracted and expanded frequencies in our body. When we close down and contract, when we open and expand, our emotions and our thoughts at any given moment are determining our vibration, our frequency. And even though other people's vibrations and the vibrations of the world do affect us, basically it's our choice how we want our vibration to be. So we're in a process of becoming high frequency people and transforming from relatively dense body and personality, and we're transforming into nothing less than our souls, here embodied, fully saturated in time and space and matter, and you, along with everyone and everything on this planet, are evolving through phases or initiations of light, of frequency. And the whole idea is that we're raising our vibration into higher dimensions. And in these dimensions, spirit and matter merge without our having to die to do it. Finding your home frequency is really the big turning point in this whole transformation. So Penny Pierce says in her book Frequency, and it has the foreword in it by Michael Beckwith, your home frequency is a resonance that conveys your soul's love, truth, abundance, and joy. It bubbles up from your tiny quantum entities, waving out through your cells and tissues to fill the space around you. It's always there, and it remains dependably consistent. This is your home frequency. It's the vibration of your soul as it expresses through your body. And she calls it home frequency because it conveys an experience of home that's, home with a capital H, as close as we get to heaven on earth. And our home frequency acts like a compass, and we know when we're there and when we're not, and we can attune our daily personal vibration to this higher frequency energy, and our life becomes more stable and unfolds with great synchronicity. So the more you allow your soul to shine through you, basically, the higher your personal vibration will be. And as you allow your soul to take charge of your life, you vibrate with your soul's true higher purpose, your divine blueprint, and eventually you raise into a body of light. The whole key is in the heart. Finding your home frequency, finding this core frequency that you can actually hear and feel. It's your soul's eternal, indestructible tone. It only happens by loving unconditionally. The more we love, our luminosity increases and we begin to radiate into our diamond light body. Well, I hope you've enjoyed some of these new ideas, which are actually ancient. And there's some very good news, which, seems like for Easter we need some excellent news. And It is that our cultivation and expression of light is mastery, and we can do this. And this ascent into our divine nature, our highest potential, it used to be thought that, it took many lifetimes of spiritual work. But now beings are saying, particularly the Dzogchen tradition, that with a lot of clearing and healing and unconditional love, forgiveness, and grace, that many humans are making amazing progress in this lifetime. If a practitioner is sincere enough and free of ego and attachments, maintains a purity of mind, then our natural state of luminosity happens, and we can achieve Buddhahood, the Christ nature, the rainbow body in one lifetime. So I'm feeling complete in my explanation of the true Easter blessing. I'm going to bring this to a close. I will say, if you want to stay after, we have one more piece of sacred music. I will be conducting a Lightbody activation meditation of about 10 minutes. So ascension literally means an act of rising to a higher position, claiming our galactic solar bodies and beginning our role in the universe. New beings. Well, Jesus did it. Many masters known and unknown have done it in numerous traditions, and from the beginning of human history it's been happening. Lightbody is the explanation of immortality. It moves us out of the cycles of life and death, and we finally know freedom. To qualify for ascension, we need a high percentage of light, but we keep practicing loving kindness, clear thinking, we keep allowing grace. Finally, becoming our light bodies is kind of like Esther Hicks' idea when she channels Abraham, the vortex idea. Becoming our light body is merging with our higher self, our I am presence, that part of us that already is ascended, that's already with God. Most of our self is already ascended. We already are the light. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let's remember that, claim it, and celebrate. Happy Easter. So if you would please quiet yourself, we're going to activate our diamond light body. Quiet yourself and center your attention in your body. Close your eyes, relax, sink deeper into your chair. Be in the present moment 100% and create calmness and receptivity. Imagine that behind your back, your diamond light body appears. This body looks just like you, but is made of pure, transparent light and has no wounds or blockages. Your light body radiates wisdom, love, harmony, and the knowledge of abundance. Your light body steps forward and puts its hands on your shoulders. In your imagination, feel the higher vibration of your light body. Welcome it and attune to the frequency. As you do, your light body steps inside you, merging with you seamlessly and easily. Your light body matches up with your physical body perfectly. Each light body part finding its physical body part. The light heart merges with the physical heart. The light cells match the physical cells. The light brain joins the physical brain. Take some time to scan through the various parts of your body as this process occurs. Allow yourself to let go into the light body as it takes over, saying, "You know how to run this brain, this heart, these lungs, how to use these hands, this voice. Please show me how. I trust you to renew me, reorganize me, and teach me." Fall into your own light and feel supported. An odd thing happens as you let your diamond light body take over to guide you. A saturation point is reached where you flip and realize you are the diamond light body. Your identity shifts. As you hear the voice of guidance from the light body, you realize it's your voice. You might say, "I am here now, and I know what's real." Let the diamond light saturate not only every cell, but your emotions, feelings, and thoughts as well. Let it work on your brain and body, dissolving shadows, filling in gaps, upgrading all your systems, erasing worry and doubt, opening new pathways, and reprogramming you with updated frequencies. Remain in the silence. Now, strike the tuning fork of your diamond light body's vibration and let waves of your light and your original tone ripple through every tiny space in your body and out through your skin into the space around you. Let it expand as far into the universe as it wants. As your own diamond light expands, it joins with the diamond light it encounters in the presence everywhere. In the center of the light, you can hear or feel your soul's eternal, indestructible tone or home frequency. Come back when you're ready, dear ones. Easter blessings every day as we transform into our light bodies, as we realize we are our light bodies.